Hey everyone, it's Roota Mittal here. I'm the founder and CEO of Marketing Accelerator Academy. So today in this video I want to talk about something really important. How do you stand out today in the market, in an already saturated market, in terms of content, in terms of selling out your products and your services, and in terms of building a brand that is so you that people love you for it. Okay, so I have 3 points for you. The number one thing I will say is, right now people in the name of funnel hacking and like doing competitive research and all of those things will go ahead, find something that is working and like blatantly copy it. For example, you want to grow a fitness Instagram account. So what you do is, and this is also by the way what we teach our students, that you go ahead and figure out the top 10 influencers who are currently on IG. What kind of content are they posting? What kind of, is it video, is it image, or is it carousel, is it infographic? What is their brand voice? How are they engaging with their audience? What kind of stories are they putting up? Now this is great and this is smart and this is absolutely what you should be doing. But after your research, you cannot just copy paste what they are exactly doing and call it your own. That is not the point of funnel hacking. That is not the point of competitive research. And by the way, sooner or later people will call you out on it. Okay, people are smart, the market will understand what's happening and they'll call you out of it, and you will lose your credibility. People will stop respecting you. So do not do that. So instead of copying, model it. Modeling meaning slightly taking inspiration and use it as a starting point, but essentially when you're done with it, it should not look anything like what anyone else is doing. This could be in terms of design or copy or products or anything else. Okay, so you should be ethically modeling and not stealing or copying anyone's content. So that's one. Let me know if you were making this kind of mistake in the comments below, or if you have learned something new. Now, the second thing is, so a lot of you guys have mentors, right? Some of you are following me and I'm your mentor maybe. So the kind of mistake that people do when they are learning from mentors is that they will start sounding exactly like their mentor, how they are publishing content, how they are saying things and all of that. Now, when you are a beginner in a subject line and you get a mentor, everything you learn is from that mentor, right? Which is totally understandable. So at the start, any content you do or anything you say will resemble what your mentor is trying to do or saying, or what you learn from them, right? Now this is okay at the start and this is definitely forgivable at the start, but slowly and steadily you want to get your own experience, you want to get your own results, your own data, your own case studies, your own stories. So if you take something that someone has taught you and if you repeat the same thing to other people, that's copying. But if you learn something and you add your own data and stories and everything that you learned in the process and add to that, then you have made it your own. And then it's not copying, because then you have made it your own, but you have to be patient enough to get your own results. So some people, what they like to do is they learn something from a mentor and they start teaching the very next moment. That is not right. That is not fair, and you should not be doing that, because again, the market will catch up on it and will punish you for it. Instead, you should have patience. You should learn something, implement it to the highest level, get your own results, not just one result, multiple results, multiple case studies, have your own failures, have your own stories to add to that. So that whenever you are teaching or whenever you are sharing that knowledge, if people have questions about it, you are well aware of how to answer it, because you have gone through the entire trials and tribulations on your own. Okay, so you have to learn how to make it your own. Now, the third thing is, a lot of people, maybe you're listening this and now you're scared. I'm like, okay, if people think I'm copying someone else, how do I start? Now, the number one thing is, do not be afraid to get started. At the start, obviously you'll suck. Anyone who starts something new is gonna suck at the start. This is just the reality of life. but then you have to keep going till you stop sucking. Okay, if you have learned, if you've gone through like Marketing Secrets podcast by Russell Brunson, he starts with the story, like this is the story of the podcast, that the first 50 episodes of his podcast were really bad, and like he didn't think anyone was listening and nothing was valuable. But around like the 40th episode, people started appreciating that show and the value, and he kind of found his voice. And this is so important. And similarly, at the start in my journey, when I started with my personal brand and growing my business, I started showing up as an authority on Instagram. I did not know what I was doing. I basically looked like a crazy person. I did not know how to show up well enough. I did not know how to speak well enough. And most importantly, I did not know what to talk about. So, however, I did show up imperfectly. I felt like giving up multiple times. But as I kept doing it month after month after month, I found my own voice. And of course, I interacted with you guys, my audience, and you guys told me, oh, this is good, this is not good, and all sorts of feedback I got. So then I know, oh, this is resonating with my audience. And majority questions at that time I was getting was how people could do what I was doing, which was making 6-figure income as a freelancer. So when people started asking me that, I thought, hey, now that people are asking me for something, let's create a product and let's sell it. Okay, so when you show up imperfectly, number one, you find your voice, and number two, you know what your audience is asking from you. And then you can go ahead and sell that product, which is going to help your audience solve their problem. Okay, so those were my 3 best tips to stand out in today's saturated market. Make things your own, guys. Stop copying, because it's not cool, it's illegal, and the market will call you out on it. All right, so let me know in the comments below if you have learned something. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. If you're watching this on Instagram, save it on your stories or save it for later reference. Alright, this is Roota signing off. I'll see you in the next video.